Hey, y'all, welcome to Girl Meets Screen. My name's Norma, your host of whatever. Love Island, USA, Season 7, Episode 24. Skip 23 because it was after Sun. I tried to watch. There wasn't much going on there. But really quick, something I forgot about Episode 22 was when Sierra thought that Nick was gone and started crying and shit. I'm not gonna lie to y'all, I wasn't shocked, but I was a little bit surprised by her reaction. I guess not. Like, I knew she would cry, but like, I don't know, her reaction made me realize that she's not like as into Elin as I feel like I thought she was. Like, I thought there might be some like, I don't know, type of energy. Also, am I the only one who does not find Nick's jealousy cute? The comments he makes, like the whole him cutting the pancake into an ugly ass C. You know, it's not giving me what it might be giving you. But anyways, yeah. So I thought it was so funny. I was just like, oh damn, like she don't like Elin. However, Zach with the K stand right here. The stanation continues. Okay. Did you see how he comforted Elin? That was so sweet. Elin was like, no, yeah, I get it. Like, I had no illusions, right? But yeah, and then Nick shows up and she like runs into his freaking arms. Close the relationship. Because what are we doing? And we're going to talk about like them and other people who just need to close the relationship or shut the fuck up. Because irritating me soul. Back to episode 24. Let's jump right in. So I believe it picks up on all the couples obviously having like either recoupled or, well, yeah, most everybody recoupled except for I think 2 or maybe 3. Amaya and Zach have a cute little convo about a cat of his. He has 3 cats. One of them like went missing, but he thinks the cat's okay, and as long as the cat's okay, that's all he cares about. Very cute. And I want to see more. Like, I want to see more of them. I'm like, they could win this. Like, I'm feeling like the producers probably don't want that because we haven't seen a lot of them. And I did see like there was one clip posted somewhere, I think on Facebook, that I saw of someone being like, they just don't want to show them, and you can see them in the background of another conversation they filmed, and they're like laughing and just like, you can see the body movement and the body language that they're enjoying each other's company. So I'm like, why aren't y'all showing that? Like, instead they insist on showing Amaya the way they've been showing her. I'm team Amaya and Zach right now. I want them to win because none of the other couples are like genuine or feel like natural. So, but that's my opinion on the mat. Actually, there's one that I might be kind of rooting for a little bit, even though I don't like one of them. Andreina and Brian have a conversation. Basically, Andreina's like, there's a couple boys here that I want to talk to. And so like, you know, we open, we cool. You're free to search and find and talk. And they're both in agreement, it seems. Brian seems in agreement. I can't tell if he was like just saying it because she said it or if he's actually thinking that. Because like I was thinking of all the girls that are in the villa currently, and I was like, I don't think any would be his type. But we also don't know his type because he was like paired with Andreina. So I don't know. I'm interested to see who he chooses to talk to because it's clear Andreina is interested in Pepe. She said a few of the guys, but it sounds like it's just Pepe. Austin and Jaden have a convo, just kind of being like, yeah, I'm happy to be with you. I'm happy to be with you. Let's go to the photo booth. Like, you know, they're very vanilla. Very vanilla. Ace and Shelly have a convo. I can't remember if it's here or later. It might be later. Because I think in the convo in the beginning of the episode, they're just kind of like, hey, I miss you too, whatever, right? And he's like, I don't know. Ace is... It's kind of funny to me because they've flipped roles. Where Shelly is like, I kind of want to explore. Like, I'm still feeling something for Chris. It still kind of feels like I need or want to explore that. And then you have Ace being like, oh, like I missed Shelly. I was waiting for her. Da 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 da. But then the thing with Ace is I don't know that it's genuine. I think it literally is strategy. Like, I think he's playing the game. I wasn't agreeing with people in the beginning, but now I do. And so I think part of his strategy was locking in with Shelly, right? Casa Amor wouldn't go well. He wouldn't be into the women. He would just miss his Shelly. Shelly would come back and then they would close it. And then when she came back and he realized that that's not where she was at, he had to play it off, right? You weren't going to be like, I want to close it, Shelly, close it. And so he like, yeah, it's almost like he's stuck. So it's not like it flipped and he wants her. It just flipped like it fucked his plan up. This situation is interesting just because like he was playing with Shelly and not Shelly playing with you. And I love that for her. which we got more to say about Shelly, but that might not be a popular opinion. Chris and Huda, they just talk about, you know, like them liking each other, personalities, physicalities, like just they're feeling each other, but they're still open. She's kind of like, you could talk to people, I'm gonna talk to people and just enjoy myself, like see where it goes type of thing. Pepe and Grayson, I feel like they're pretty vanilla too. I don't remember their conversation. If there was one of them, it was probably just like, yeah, I like you too, cool. But yeah, Nick and Sierra. Okay, so Nick and Sierra, we get two convos. We get Alondria and Sierra. Sierra's talking to Alondria, just like, you know, oh my god, like you're back, like that's so exciting, blah blah blah. So like, what happened, how'd it go? And so Alondria tells her about her and Nick deciding to kiss to test it. And Sierra's like, yeah, no, like, not mad at you out. I'm glad it was you and not one of the Casa girls, yada, yada, yada. And I'm hoping, I keep hearing about a movie night, because once again, I haven't watched the show before, so I don't know how it goes and what things happen for sure and what things don't. But, not my foot on the pedal. However, it sounds like movie night is when they show the cast clips that have happened, maybe that people, like couples didn't see. And so my thing is, okay, I'm so sorry. I'm gonna backtrack real quick. So her and Alondria talk, she's like, yeah, like glad it was you and not one of the Casa girls. And then we go to her and Nick having the conversation about it, and he basically is like, yeah, you know, we were like, let's see like what it means. And we kissed and it was nothing. And like, yeah, I'm locked in with you. Like, I just want you. I don't want these tests anymore. He doesn't say let's close it, but he's like, oh, I'm over these tests. Which in reality, what he's saying is these women ain't into me. So maybe I just need to stick with you type shit. But okay, so that being said, right, they both expressed it very casually, very like, you know, they paired us up, they told us we had to be paired up, and so we just kissed to see, and like, you know, it wasn't anything. And so I think in Sierra's head, it's like, oh, she's my friend, so she wasn't gonna like pursue him for real, so like it's fine, they probably kissed for fun. But I think in the movie night, they're gonna show her like how that actually went, because at least from what we saw, Nick wasn't completely honest with her, right? He was like, oh yeah, they paired us up and we just decided to kiss. When it's like, did you tell her how you were like, Alondria's you're the most beautiful woman I've seen, and I did want an opportunity to explore with you. Like, he's very on board and very like, I've wanted to talk to you since the beginning, you know? So it's I don't know how Sierra's gonna feel about seeing that. And I feel like on Alondria's end, it could be forgivable, because it does seem like Alondria wasn't really interested. Like, she gave me the impression when they had the initial conversation of like pair up or go home, that in her head, she was like, yeah, we'll pair up as friends and wait for our people to come back, you know, like that type of thing. And so that's not what happened. And I don't know. So it's like, you don't necessarily have to be mad at her, but I think the kiss part is where, I don't know. I feel like Alondria should have said, I don't think we should, or something. Sierra's acting way too casual. Sierra's acting way too chill about it, and I don't like it. But again, very interested to see if they play anything about it in movie night, and how Sierra reacts to seeing like that actual conversation. So yeah, I hope that's what they show her. And we have Taylor and Clark, and honestly, by the end of this episode, I like them together. I like Taylor. I don't have an issue with him. The only issue I have one issue with him, but it doesn't like make me not like him. The only issue I have is I think he led Alondria on, but this episode to me made it clear that it wasn't intentional. I think he doesn't know how to be clear of like, not interested in you. You know what I mean? And so like I said, this whole time, I'm like, he's not into her. Like, what the fuck is going on? And I think he liked her, but I think he knew that he wasn't like, I don't know how to explain it, like attracted to her, like, oh, this is like a person I'm passionate about. You know what I'm saying? It was like, I like her, she's got a great personality, we're friends. Like, I think to him, just like her, he saw it as potential of like starting off as friends and becoming lovers type of thing. And I just think in order for him to have done that with her, it would have taken a very, very long time. And so then I think when someone like Clark walked in and he really connected with her and the physicality was there, I think he realized like, oh no, I didn't like want Alondria. Like, that wasn't going to work. But then we see, which I forgot to mention also, I think as well, in the last episode when she talks to Taylor, that she's like, I want to keep exploring you, right? Like, Alondria makes it clear she's still interested in Taylor. She still wants to talk to him. And so I think he didn't know how to say, honestly, I'm very focused on Clark. Because he keeps saying he's keeping it open. But if you watch him with Clark, he's really enjoying being with her. And I think it's genuine. I'm just saying. And we'll talk more about it when we talk about them in the challenge. But it's clear that he really likes her. I mean, he's made out with Clark, okay? He's not tappy kissing that girl, okay? He making out with that girl, giving her his sweater. We ain't see him do that for Alondria not once, okay? So yeah, I think he really likes her, and I think he just didn't know how to say that to Alondria. And then even before Clark came in, I think again in his head it was possible, but then when he was presented with a woman, he was like there was like an attraction and a more of a passion energy. It was like, oh, okay, no. Like, I was wrong. And then we're left with Alondria and Elin, who are single. So yeah, we have Alondria having conversations with everyone about what happened. I forget who she talks to about Taylor. I want to say it's Sierra. I think it might have been Sierra and Shelly, maybe. Because I know Shelly's like, fuck him. But like, and her and Sierra are both like, but we support you if you still want to pursue him. Alondria, please don't. Please. Which, oh, it pisses me off. What she does in the challenge, in my opinion, was stupid. Like, it just, you're going to look back at that and be like, why did I do that? Why did I do that? And yeah, then we have Elin, who's kind of like, he's going to keep trying with Sierra, but also exploring. I feel like maybe those two shouldn't have stayed, but we'll see. Because again, we've only seen the challenge this episode, so maybe tonight we're going to see more of them just like regular interacting like we have with the cast in the beginning, to see if Elin feels a connection to any other women, or like if he decides to talk to any other women. Alondria, it's pissing me off because it's clear Alondria doesn't want to talk. She literally said it. She's like, I spent so much energy on him that I don't even see anyone else that I would like talk to or make a connection with. Like, it just feels, starting over feels like so much. But I deserve to be here. I deserve to be here, and I will explore. I will. Like, I feel like at this point, anyone she tries to connect with, it's gonna be clear that it's like forced and fake, and she's just trying to stay in this house. Once again, I don't feel they should have kept her. Love me some Alondria. Like, I love you some Alondria. Like, to be clear, I like her. It's just, she was set on Taylor. She didn't get Taylor. And it's clear that she doesn't really want to talk to anyone else. So it's like, what are we doing here? What are we doing? Why? Coco should have stayed. She could have explored her connections. And we could have seen who she, you know, like, who knows? Coco and Chris might have hit it off. Coco and Zach with a K. Like, we don't know. Although Zach with a K is Amaya's, and he better stay Amaya's. But besides the point, there better be no bombshells today. Don't piss me off. Let's wrap this video up with the challenge and, like, you know, what went on for each couple in the challenge, I guess I'll say. First up, we had Amaya and Zach, and they were a nurse and a construction worker. And the guys' outfits and costumes in this were killing me because it was like booty shorts, boxer, like it was spandex. What are we doing here? Why is everything so short? But yeah, no, basically it's the heartbeat challenge, I think it's called. And basically it's like whose hearts can you get racing and who gets the most hearts racing and whatever. And so everybody comes up in their costumes, lap dances, grinding, kissing people, all that wonderful stuff. Can we get some fun challenges? So I don't think they all need to be like just kissing and licking people's freaking chests and shit. Like, let's do something else. But they were very cute. I laughed at the Zach kissing Andreina because that girl was just like it was too funny. But yeah, they're really cute. Amaya had fun, Zach had fun. They were both really laughing it up and stuff. Like, I don't know, I don't see how. At first I was like, damn, I don't think he likes her. I think he's gonna fake the funk. But I feel like he likes her. Like, I'm seeing it now and I'm like, it seems like he likes her. Andreina and Brian go up and they are, I think she's like a majorette or something, like a band person. She had the little thingies. And then Brian, I put Brian, I did not mean to do that. Brian was an Angel Spartan or something. I don't know what was going on there, honestly. But how awkward. But that's what they were. And then same thing, they just grinded and moved on people. Everybody did, but there's some that we're gonna talk about, like just things we saw or whatever. Then we have Austin and Jaden. It was an officer and a convict. You know, they were just silly and funny, just like Austin always is. And then my Walmart order is here. And then we have Ace and Shelly, and they were Bam Bam. Okay, why do you pick Flintstone? Why do you pick Flintstone? Because all I could think of was Bam Bam. That's all I had in my head. That's all I had. Anyways, yeah, so we had Bam Bam, and Shelly was a bunny, a purple bunny, I guess. Maybe like a Playboy bunny situation. Yeah, they did their thing. She was all up on Chris. Who did Ace go to? I don't remember. But they were fine. They were chilling. And then we got Chris and Huda. This is where the drama starts, okay? They basically decide to grab Shelly and Ace, put them down there like doing their thing. Thing. And yeah, Shelly was all over Chris too. So here's where I take issue. If you don't know, if you didn't watch, Shelly gets pissed at Huda for like kissing Ace and like choosing Ace in the challenge to like kiss on and grind on and whatever, like heartbeat challenge him. And she's like, she would have had an issue like back when Jeremiah was here, like Shelly's going off. She's like, I didn't like that, all blah 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 blah. Like she's pissed about this happening, claiming that like that's supposed to be one of her best friends, yada yada yada. And okay, basically my stance on the whole thing is it was a challenge. That's just where I'm at. Like, it was a challenge. It literally was just a challenge. And she's acting as if Huda's been this, like, saint in every challenge and with every situation. When, like, Shorty in every challenge was sexual as fuck, bro. In the challenge, I cut some more. That girl was licking up and down that man's belly all slow and shit. Like, we're not gonna pretend like she just chose Ace to do that shit too, and they never, like, literally that's what Huda does in the challenges. So that's why I'm like, it just, like, she can't be upset about this. It just happened. Not to mention, like, everyone was saying on social media that I saw, it's like, Shelly, you were like kissing on Chris, hugging on him. She was like laying there enjoying the whole thing with her and Chris, and it was like, oh, because you finished a little bit earlier and saw that, now you're upset. Like, it just doesn't make sense to me. It doesn't. But also, Ace is not beating the liking Huda allegations after that. He clearly enjoyed it. Pepe and Grayson, a black angel and a pirate. Grayson was a pirate, and then he had like black angel wings and like black little booty short thingy majigs. So yeah, again, they had fun. There was nothing special about them. Nick and Sierra did their thing as Nick and Sierra. I think they grabbed Amaya and did like a 3-way kiss situation. So that was fun. Or wait, no, maybe that was Alandria and Elin. I don't know. One of these two sets did. But yeah, so they, you know, Sierra was doing her thing, freaking out. A lot of the girls kissed each other and stuff in it too. I can't keep track of who kissed who. But yeah, everybody was just getting freaky. It was a heartbeat challenge, I guess. Then we have Alondria and Elin were paired together for it, and they were Cupid and a flight attendant. You know, they're having their fun with everyone, but then they grab Taylor. She grabs Taylor and he grabs Sierra, and they like do their thing on them. And this is what I was talking about earlier. I'm just like, why? Like, I just think it was silly. Because you only got to show me you don't like me once. You only have to show me you don't like me once. I won't even like expel energy on you after that. And so to me, in my opinion, I had a lot of maybe unpopular opinions here, just saying, because people might eat me up about how I felt about the whole Huda Shelly thing, but Huda Shelly thing. But I would not have grabbed Taylor. I wouldn't. If I wanted to like, show them what they're missing, put on a show, I would have just grabbed somebody else and then did that on somebody, like did that down on somebody else. You know what I'm saying? Like, but that's just me. That's just me. And then last up, we had Taylor and Clark, and I'm gonna say they were my favorite. I loved that their outfits matched, like actually like perfectly matched. Like everyone else, some people kind of did. But, like, the cheerleader and the football player, like, the cheerleader and the jog, that shit was so fucking cute. She looked gorgeous. He looked so handsome and, like, just fun. Like, they just looked fun, okay? They looked like it was a good time. Taylor looked so happy. And so that's what I was getting at earlier, was he genuinely looked like he was so happy, having so much fun in the challenge. So they'll all come up, like announce themselves, introduce themselves. They'll do everything on everybody. And then it ends with them like doing something to each other. At least that's how everybody did it. And you see them like full on making out. Like he's lifted her up, her legs, he's making out with her again. Not the tap kisses, because even in the challenge, he just tap kissed Andreina when he kissed her. I mean, we don't need more than that, bro. We don't need more than that. But they looked really cute together. And then, like, in the confessional, he's like, I mean, I had to, like, I think my understanding was he was talking about, like, how he kissed Clark at the end of it or whatever, because he was like, I had to do something after what Alondra did to me, because I would have been sleeping this whole time and Clark would have been sleeping alone. And she just laughed. But, like, the whole confessional, she's like this and, like, leaning on his, like, head or whatever. It's just, it was very coupley. There, you know, like, it seemed very natural and real. So yeah, I feel like I want Amaya and Zach to win it and take it. I also feel like we haven't seen enough for me to feel confident about that they actually would. But I will say, I feel like Clark and Taylor could take it. I'm very interested to know, like, what people thought watching them this episode. And if people agree with me. Because I'm not going to lie, it was just really cute and really natural. And that's why I was like, he's not into Alondra. Like, the way he was all about Clark. And he's been, again, actually kissing her. Every time he tap kissed Amaya, it was one of, you know, like, he was always making faces or, like, being weird afterwards. Like, with Clark, it just looks natural. But I'm done talking. And again, the episode ends with, like, all the girls talking about the whole Huda and Shelly situation. So Huda is talking with Andreina and Amaya, and then Shelly is talking with Sierra, Iris, and Alandria. And so Amaya and Andreina are like, yeah, no, it was a challenge. Like, you were having fun. Like, you didn't mean any harm by it. Just talk to her. I'm sure she'll, like, get it or whatever. And then you have Shelly just talking to them really upset. And Sierra's like, I already know what you're going to say. And yes, I would be mad too. And it's like, would you? Because Alondria full on kissed your man. And I know, it's like, oh, it's not comparable. But Alondria's is worse because Huda was just doing the challenge. Like, that's the thing is, Shelly can feel how she feels about it. But Huda has stated, and it is clear, that she was just doing the challenge. Huda hasn't expressed any interest in Ace. Like, at all. So you can't really say, like, oh, she wanted Ace, or oh, that was too much. Like, she was literally just doing the challenge. So for Sierra to sit there being like, and I agree with you, like, girl, your friend kissed your man when she did not have to. Like, that didn't say go home or couple up and act like a couple, or couple up and make it real. It literally just said go home or couple up. They could have coupled up and just been chilling friends at the villa until Sierra got back. So share that same energy, honey, because I'm confused. But again, yeah, I just think Shelly was doing too much. I also didn't like that Andreina, and she made me upset because I ride for her. She came over to where Shelly and the girls were at and was like, yeah, I was just talking to her. She said X, she said Y, she said Z. Shelly's like, no, because, like, she had an issue when it was her man, yada yada, going off. And then Andreina started, like, agreeing with Shelly, and it felt a little fake. And I don't think she meant it to, which is why I'm not like, oh, Andreina, yada yada. Like, I don't think she meant to. I think it was like she understood both of them, basically. Like, it's like she understood Huda. She comes over, she kind of explains Huda's side a little bit. Shelly expresses her side, and she's kind of like, I get that too. Like, I could see that type of energy. You get what I'm saying? I just don't think it came off well. I don't know if it was editing or just how she was interacting with them. But yeah, it did come off a little bit fake. But yeah, essentially it ends on that note. Shelly is, like, pissed the fuck off. I just can't get on board. I can't. But anywho, that's all I got. Like the video if you enjoyed. Comment down below. Okay, I got a couple things. We need to talk about. We need to talk about Alandria staying again. We need to talk about how y'all feel about Taylor and Clark. And then how y'all feel about Sierra's reaction to the Alandria and Nick stuff. Let me know. Subscribe for more content like this. And I will catch you in the next one. Bye.